Please welcome Toni Braxton.
She was so freaking mean to me. I was in shock.
Do you take responsibility for the situation that you're in right now?
100%.
100%.
100%. I couldn't believe it because I loved her so much. I admired her and looked up to her. And she pretty much reprimanded me.
I read that you were upset about stories that your overspending caused this.
She says to me, I hear you have Gucci flatware. I'm Oprah Winfrey and I don't have Gucci flatware.
First of all, I didn't know Gucci made silverware.
You ain't got Gucci flatware because you didn't want to buy it. It's not because you couldn't afford it. What did you mean? And immediately she made me feel this big. That moment completely changed my career. It made people look down on me.
From small-town Maryland church pews to commanding arenas worldwide, Toni Braxton's voice didn't just break hearts. It rewrote the R&B playbook in record time. Toni's meteoric rise set the stage for both her groundbreaking success and the industry battles that followed. Stick around, because understanding the triumph makes the later trials hit even harder. Toni Braxton sold more than 70 million records, yet at the peak of her fame, she was pocketing less than the cost of a cup of coffee per album. While Unbreak My Heart ruled the Hot 100, Toni's contracts quietly bled her dry. She says her cut was under 35 cents per album, leaving her with royalty checks as low as $1,972 despite multi-platinum sales. The math finally snapped in 1998 and again in 2010, forcing Toni to file for bankruptcy twice. Court docs later claimed she'd moved $53,000 to an ex-husband's account, allegedly to keep creditors at bay, adding legal drama to the financial nightmare. As if money woes weren't enough, doctors diagnosed Toni with lupus and microvascular angina. Sudden flare-ups canceled entire tours, meaning no ticket sales, no merch revenue, and mounting medical bills.
Like a lot of people don't understand, my second bankruptcy was because I was sick. I have lupus, and my show in Vegas got canceled.
And the insurance wouldn't cover it.
The insurance didn't cover it, so I had to pay myself.
Right.
And so
That's a lot. That was a lot of money.
It was a lot of money to put up a show. People don't understand us. If you see a concert, you see the lights, you see the band on stage, the artist pays for all that. The hotel rooms, the salary, so then you have nothing left over.
On top of all this, one 8-minute TV interview nearly erased years of Toni Braxton's hard-won goodwill, thanks to a single question from Oprah Winfrey that still stings today. It's 1998. Toni is in the middle of her first bankruptcy and sits down on the Oprah Winfrey Show expecting empathy. What she gets is an ice-cold audit. Midway through the segment, Oprah leans in and asks, "Do you have Gucci flatware? I'm Oprah Winfrey, and I don't have Gucci flatware." The studio crowd laughs. Toni shrinks. In a single televised exchange, a billion-dollar brand redirected public sympathy away from a struggling artist, and the ripple effect lasted for decades.
Please welcome Toni Braxton.
She was so freaking mean to me. I was in shock.
Do you take responsibility for the situation that you're in right now?
100%.
100%.
100%. I couldn't believe it because I loved her so much. I admired her and looked up to her. And she pretty much reprimanded me.
I read that you were upset about stories that your overspending caused this.
She says to me, I hear you have Gucci flatware. I'm Oprah Winfrey and I don't have Gucci flatware.
First of all, I didn't know Gucci made silverware.
You ain't got Gucci flatware because you didn't want to buy it. It's not because you couldn't afford it. What did you mean? And immediately she made me feel this big. That moment completely changed my career. It made people look down on me.
Insiders claim Oprah dialed LaFace Records hours before the episode aired and warned, "Toni's on my show today. She plans to make you look really bad. Better tune in." If true, one private call turned public embarrassment into full-blown corporate damage control, leaving Toni stranded without industry or media allies. While viewers fixated on Toni's Gucci flatware, the real villains, exploitative labels, and an industry stacked against Black women, quietly slipped out the back door. Let's call out the bait and switch. Oprah's pointed questions didn't just embarrass Toni. They redirected public outrage away from record label greed and toward a narrative of celebrity overspending. Every time blame lands on lavish lifestyles, labels avoid tough questions about royalty rates, tour costs, and basic artist welfare. The cycle of exploitation keeps spinning. After Toni's parents' divorce, Toni became the sole bank for everyone. from mortgage payments to medical bills. She covered her mother's expenses even while battling label debt and health scares. Youngest sister Tamar never charged a dime to perform at Toni's shows.
Mommy and Daddy's divorced, and a divorced mom pretty much got nothing. I'm not going to leave my mom by herself.
Neither am I.
So I'm going to make sure my mother's taken care of. None of my siblings have helped me take care of my mother to make sure she was okay, except for Tamar. No one said,
This is before Vincent.
Before Vince, Mommy's car insurance is due. Let's help Toni with Mommy car insurance. Or Tamar.
While Trina and Tawanda insisted on full paychecks, despite the family's fragile finances, Toni said, "I just wish every situation were not about Toni's savings and loans." So, basically, she wasn't asking her sisters to work for free. She was already paying them. All she wanted in return was the basic courtesy of making sure their mom was looked after.
On top of that, when we do shows, you still charge her. I don't charge her. When the last time have I charged you for a show?
Tamar
It's been
hasn't charged you
years.
for a show for years. My sister Tamar never charges me to do background singing for me. My sister Trina does. My sister Tawanda, she's an executive assistant. That makes sense for her to get a salary. I just wish every situation was not about Toni's savings and loans.
I have never charged Toni. And what I'm saying is it pissed me off. When I saw that you and Tawanda get paid, I was pissed off.
The video argues Oprah weaponized Toni's supposed luxuries to project her own money anxieties. Far from a harmless question, the moment felt calculated, a public flex that framed Toni as reckless while casting Oprah as the voice of responsible wealth. The video argues Oprah seized that single luxury item and blew it up as proof of reckless spending. Toni's memoir says the real villains were bad contracts and medical crises. The flatware was just a fork. Oprah turned it into a lightning rod. Monique also said that Oprah's interviews often undercut rather than uplift Black men and women. She claims the talk show Titan frames stories to suit her brand, not the guest's truth. On social media, Monique urged fans to re-watch the infamous bankruptcy interview. If you think Oprah only demeans Black men, it's because Black women have been made invisible. See for yourself with our sister Toni B. Her point? The same power imbalance she fought also blindsided Toni. With multiple celebrities now questioning Oprah's approach, critics say a pattern is emerging. Tough love that slips into public shaming, especially when Black women air industry grievances. The key question here is, has Oprah ever used her platform to genuinely champion Black women in crisis, or only spotlight their missteps? After the dust settled, Toni Braxton was left with Grammys on her shelf, but a lingering scar from one TV interview that reshaped everything. Behind every viral soundbite lies a real career and a real person who may spend years rebuilding what was lost in minutes. Hit subscribe if you believe artists deserve fairness on and off the stage, and tell us below, does Oprah owe Toni an apology, or was it just journalism doing its job?